Now, what would you tell a repair facility or someone else in the industry that's maybe not working with iCar already? What would you tell? How would you encourage them to get more aligned with iCar?
Uh, it's a tough one. You've got to get them to buy into the whole idea that of how important the training is, and it can be expensive, but they've got to do the right thing for their customers, and they got to repair that vehicle like their family was going to be riding in it. So I'd say that's probably it right there. It's that making sure that we're fixing the cars right and that the customers are safe, and you can't do that if you don't have the proper training. And iCar is a great way to get started on that.
And what would you tell a repair facility or somebody else in the industry? What would you tell them if they weren't working with iCar already? How would you encourage them to get more aligned with iCar?
Most certainly. I look at just from internally here. ETI has been an iCar supporter since the inception of iCar. Your Jeff Silver was, I think, the first iCar CEO, I guess, might have been what he's called then. I don't know. He was on the board of ETI, back in the late 70s and early 80s, and served as our vertical group chairman for many, many years. In fact, Jeff received our highest ETI, the Founders Award, in 1996, being only the 8th person to ever receive that award. We feel, from our group, that iCar is well positioned. We feel it's very important, and I hope that our continued partnership stays working together like we have been for many, many years in the future. I think it's been a very win-win situation for both of us. Yeah,
I would agree, and we certainly appreciate ETI's continued support, and we love being involved with ETI as well. And you're right, Jeff Silver's really set the pace for the organization and really laid the foundation for where we're at today. So maybe for those that aren't actively working with iCar, what would you tell them, and how would you encourage them to get more in line with iCar?
I would encourage them to look up their local training schedule, look up what classes, once again, make sense for you in your area, and then really making sure that you're getting on the road to gold and you're looking into training needs. Like we've talked about, these cars aren't going away, technology is not going away, and we as an industry have to find a way to train and understand how those changes are going to affect us and how it affects our work every day going forward. To me, if you're not training and you're not training with iCar, it's, you're doing yourself a disadvantage and your customer is a disadvantage.